Right, hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with something a little bit different. I have done this before in previous seasons, so I'm going to do it again. I'm going to be reacting to the Championship 2024-25 table predictions I made at the start of the season. So I'm going to go in alphabetical order and I'm going to basically cross-reference my prediction to where they actually finished to see how many I got right then. So starting off with Blackburn Rovers, I said that they were going to finish 20th and they actually finished 7th. So yeah, I was way off with that one. I don't know what I was thinking putting Blackburn in 20th. They had a very good start to the season. I had a little bit of a blip in the middle and then, you know, just about missed out on the playoffs, but a very good season for Blackburn. Bristol City, I said they would finish 14th and they actually finished 6th. So again, got that one terribly wrong. Burnley, I said that they would finish 1st and they actually finished 2nd. So yeah, not very far off that one. I think, you know, it went down to the wire. I thought it was either going to be Burnley or Leeds who would win the league, and they both finished level on points. Obviously Leeds winning on goal difference. And then our rivals Cardiff City, I predicted them to finish 12th and they actually finished rock bottom in 24th and they were relegated as well. So yeah, way off with that one. I don't know why I predicted them so high, if I'm being honest. Probably just to cover myself, but yeah, obviously way off with that one. Then Coventry, I predicted them to finish 5th and they actually did indeed finish 5th. So that's one I've got right so far, which I'm pretty pleased about. Obviously at the start of the season I was thinking I was going to get that way off as well, and then Frank Lampard turned it around, and you know, they had a very good season in the end. Very unlucky not to go up, but you know, I think they'll be in and around there again next year. Derby, I predicted them to finish rock bottom 24th and they actually finished 19th. So yeah, they obviously avoided relegation quite well, not quite comfortably in terms of points, but in terms of positions they were quite a few places above the drop in the end. Hull City, I said 13th and they actually finished 21st. They just avoided relegation. Pretty poor season from Hull, to be honest with you. You know, they are a big club and I think they, well, as a minimum, should be in the Championship. Leeds United, I said 2nd and they actually finished 1st. I got them and Burnley the other way round, but yeah, I got the top 2 right nonetheless, so pretty happy with that. And next up is Luton, which is probably my worst one. I predicted them to finish 3rd and they actually finished 3rd from bottom. They finished 22nd and got relegated, which went down to the final day. Very poor season from Luton and a very poor prediction by me. Middlesbrough, I predicted them to finish 8th and they actually finished 10th. So yeah, not too far off in terms of that prediction. Millwall, I predicted them 18th and they finished 8th. Again, another very poor prediction, finishing 10 places higher than I predicted. Norwich, this one isn't too bad. I predicted them to finish 11th and they actually finished 13th, so you know, around mid-table area. So yeah, I don't think that was too bad of a prediction. Oxford United, I said 21st. I did tip them to just about avoid relegation, but they actually finished 17th. So yeah, they avoided it by quite a few places, in fairness. Plymouth Argyle, I said 17th and they actually finished 23rd. Yeah, very poor season for Plymouth. I'm pretty sure they spent the entirety of the season in the relegation zone. They did put up a fight towards the end, but it was just too little too late, to be honest. Portsmouth, I said 15th that they'd finish and they actually finished 16th. So yeah, not too bad there. Preston North End, I said 16th and they actually finished 20th. Very poor season for Preston. You know, they are one of those sides that you do expect to finish mid-table every season, but I think, you know, 20th, yeah, very poor season for them, especially towards the end of the season. Queen's Park Rangers, I predicted them to finish 23rd and they actually finished 14th. I think, you know, there was a point of the season towards the start where I was thinking, oh, I might actually get that prediction right, and then they turned it around and finished mid-table. I still think, you know, a pretty poor season for them. You know, on the whole, I think a lot of their fans maybe expect them to finish a little bit higher, but I know at one point they were one of the most informed teams in the league. I'm pretty sure that was when we went to their stadium and beat them. And then Sheffield United, I predicted them to finish 4th, and they actually finished 3rd, so again, not too far off there. Sheffield Wednesday, I said 22nd, and they actually finished 12th, so yeah, a good 10 places off. So not too good of a prediction there. Stoke City, I said 19th, and they actually finished 18th. Sunderland, I said 6th, and they actually finished 4th, so yeah, I don't think that's too bad. Obviously, still predict them to finish in the playoffs, which they did, so yeah, only 2 places off. And then now my club, Swansea, I predict us to finish 10th, and we actually finished 11th, so again, very, very close to getting that one right. And the penultimate one, Watford, I predict them to finish 9th, and they finished 14th, so yeah, not too far off, I guess. They're only 5 places. And then West Brom, I said 7th. I thought they'd just about miss out on the playoffs, but they actually finished 9th in the end. So yeah, on the whole, I only got 1 prediction right, which was Coventry finishing 5th. But I did get about 4 or 5 predictions where I was only one position off. Obviously, Leeds and Burnley got them the other way around. I predicted Swans to finish 10th, and they actually finished 11th. So yeah, a few positions that I only got 1 place apart. And my playoff winners, I did actually predict to be Sunderland, which turned out to be correct. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. As I said, yeah, I got Coventry right, finishing in 5th, and I predicted the playoff winners right in Sunderland. So yeah, it's 2 predictions right there. But did have some shockers as well, especially Luton and Millwall and QPR, teams like that. But yeah, on the whole, I don't think it was too bad. But yeah, once again, a massive thanks for watching this. I will be back soon with some more videos, obviously while there's no football on. But yeah, once again, a massive thanks for watching this. It'd be much appreciated if you could subscribe. I'm very close to hitting 2,000 subscribers, so it'd be good if I could do that by the end of this year. But yeah, as I said, a massive thanks for watching this, and stay tuned for the next one.